Ridgeside K9 coming to you with an awesome review today. We are going to do a dog review of the Tesla Model X. Awesome, man. Did other reviews before, comparing like a full-size SUV like the Lexus 570 Land Cruiser to a Mercedes Sprinter 4x4 to full-size Ram trucks. Today, we're going to review a Tesla Model X and talk about, is this a good dog vehicle for if you're in the city, and could this vehicle help your business, and what capacity that could happen? Fun review. Cool review. Let's talk about it. When it comes to safety, guys, you can't touch a Tesla, man. You got to give Elon one thing and one thing right there. He designed a hell of a safe car. There's not a car in the market that can touch this as far as electronic aids, self-driving, emergency braking, yada, yada, yada. Fill in the blank. The Tesla, all models do it the best there is, right? Here, real convenient, man. Plugged into a 110 charge port. This is not my car for those that are asking, but I do love it, though. But plugged into a 110 charge port, basically trickle charging. It takes forever to charge these on a 110. However, if you go to the new Station 3s or the Station Times 3, I don't know, but the fast chargers now can do these very, very quickly. Really, it just takes a little bit longer than getting a tank of gas to fill up a new Tesla. So anyway, styling, headlights, gorgeous. LED running lights, gorgeous. Overall, look at the car, gorgeous. Now, this is a extended range Model X, not the performance Model X, which if I was going to buy a Tesla, this is the model that I would buy. I would not buy the performance. The performance Model X goes 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, which is crazy. I mean, you're talking Lamborghini speed at that point. The slow Model X, the extended range, goes 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. You're still talking like supercar territory there, right? Maybe not supercar, but muscle car all day long. So I would actually get this one to get 50 more miles of range over the super fast one. But that's just me. Anyway, the other benefit to getting a Model X slower or extended range version is you get smaller rims. You get 20-inch rims instead of 22, which allow you to put more tire under the car, which if you live out where I live, that's very valuable, right? It's very difficult to live on dirt roads and have a 22-inch wheel with very low profile tires. The rims get dented up, it's hard to get traction, all kinds of problems. So if I was gonna be a buyer of a Tesla Model X, I don't know. If I was, these are actually the rims that I would get with a little more tire on it to allow better absorption on potholes, road divots, driving on dirt roads, etc. Here's the key. The car already recognized that I'm within like 10 feet or whatever it is. So it turned the lights on, put the mirrors out, and then prep the door. As I walk closer to the door, not doing anything at all, I get closer, the door opens on its own for me. So just the mere presence of the key opens the door. It's pretty cool. Let me show you what else I think makes this an awesome dog vehicle. Ease of access, man. Ease of entry, easy to load dogs up, all kinds of options. So this is a 7-seater option. I'd probably go for a 5-seater because I would never use a third row. It seems like unnecessary weight. But this is a 7-seater. The 7-seat option lays everything flat, okay? If you get the 6-seater, that means it comes with 2 captain's chairs in the back. Very common in the performance model of this. But again, you can't lay those flat, so you have no option to really carry dogs in it. Now, what I did was I got kind of creative here. Laid everything flat. This is a medium. What's awesome is this. You're putting dogs and it's raining. You got a little covering right here, man. How cool is that, right? You got an intermediate dog crate right here. Coming around to the back, get the back of this thing wide open. And I have double stacked crates here. Another medium right here. This is a large, guys. Large rough tough, man. Look at that. So you have 1 large, 2 mediums. And then over here, you have a lot of storage for whatever you want. So if you were a dog trainer or whatever, maybe a personal handler, and you just have a couple dogs, but you needed 3 in crates, which we do not travel with dogs loose. All dogs go in crates. You have this entire cavity right here, which is massive, to store whatever you want to store. And then let's just say you don't want to roll alone. You've still got a beautifully huge, huge interior. So that's pretty cool, man. The fact that you can have 1 large and 2 medium crates all in the back of a Model X is just incredible. I mean, it really is. When you think about how practical this vehicle is, 350 mile range. Press the red button, drops back down. 350 mile range, all-wheel drive, very, very safe, autopilot, all that awesome stuff, right? trickle charging off a cord here. Close that bad boy up. Boom. And now you're cooking with gasoline, but in this sense, you're cooking with electricity. So let's go on the inside, take a look, and see what makes this also a very beneficial dog vehicle if that's the route you're going. Inside the Tesla, guys, as you know, these cars are known as a minimalistic vehicle, but luxury everywhere, man. The seats are incredibly comfortable. The dash is absolutely simple. Obviously, as a Tesla, man, you got this massive computer screen. Everything up here while you're driving is self-explanatory. Everything's quick, but let me show you down here why this is an awesome dog vehicle. So you hit climate, and it pops up and it says off on dog camp. We're gonna hit dog, and we're gonna set the temperature to, that's a little too cold, 70 degrees, right? So we hit dog and we hit 70. Now, all we're gonna do now is get out of the vehicle, okay? So we're gonna exit the vehicle, boom, we're gonna walk away, close the door, soft close obviously, right? Now, you may have just noticed a dashboard light up there, but this is what's awesome. I can now leave this vehicle parked, charging, whatever I want. I can have dogs in the back locked up. Look at that. Check it out if you can see that, man. How cool is that, right? You see it? My owner will be back soon, displayed on the screen. Temperature inside is 66. Don't worry, AC is on and it's 67 degrees. Okay, so anybody looking in the vehicle, if dogs are barking or whatever, it's telling them what the temperature is. It's telling them not to worry. And you can literally go inside, do a turnover, do training, do whatever you want. The car will maintain temperature, let everybody else know that the dogs are safe, everything's good. I mean, that's incredible. That's just incredible. So now, let's say I finished my turnover, finished whatever I was doing, I walk back up to the vehicle. Come back up, I get within proximity, keys in my pocket. I gotta figure this stuff out still. Should have opened, but I guess because of there, I gotta press. Boom. Pops right open for me. That might be because the dog settings on. I don't know anything about this car. So I'm doing a review as far as that goes, but it's not my car, so I don't know anything about it. The inside of this vehicle, man, I mean, it's a nice place to be. I'll be honest with you. So if you go over here, like this is a luxury edition Sprinter. It's really nice on the inside. That's a 570 Lexus. The Lexus is probably nicer on the inside, in my opinion, than the Tesla is. But they're both a really nice place to be. I'll be honest, the Ram is a hell of a nice place to be. Look at those lights, man. Is that not gorgeous or what? Look at that. Gorgeous. We'll check out the lights in just a minute. But, so again, come back over to the vehicle. Dogs are done. It's probably not doing that because of dog setting. So it's still in dog setting. I push that, I pop in. Let's take a look inside. All right, so I'm back inside now. And when it comes to the maps, man, this is just such an incredibly amazing system, interface. The stuff you can do with this if you're a tech guy. Like I'm kind of a tech nerd, man. And it's just incredible. Now, the other aspect of this car that I absolutely love is the headroom. I'm 6'4". And this panoramic roof, I mean, look at this. It's not just a panoramic roof. There's no roof. It's just glass. The view out of this thing is incredible while you're driving because there's no A-pillar. So for like a normal tall person, the A-pillar is right here. There's no A-pillar. So there's nothing to block your view. It's all there to see, and it's just incredible. So headroom, leg room, hip room for a tall person. The Model X is hard to beat. I was shocked when I got in here how much room there was, how awesome it was. It was just incredible, man. So we'll turn our lights on, front fogs. Let's go rear fogs on. Let's get out and take a look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So these things are gorgeous lights, man. They are absolutely stunning. I'm trying to catch that angle just right so you can see, but in person, they're gorgeous. Let's take a look at the rear lights, work our way around. Now again, in my opinion, the Model X performance, right? It looks better. The 22-inch black wheels are gorgeous on them. However, you have to really understand you are losing a tremendous amount of tire, right? So you get a bigger rim, but a much skinnier tire. And that depending on where you live, could be a very real thing. So rear lights, they look great. Everything about it looks great. Actually, a pretty decent amount of ground clearance on these things. Not too bad. One of the new things for 2020, all it says is dual motor. So unless you're a Tesla person, you really won't know if it's a performance or not, but the fastest way to tell that is based on the tire and wheel package. However, you can absolutely get a extended range Tesla with the 22-inch performance tires and rims on it. But this is what I would get, only because I live out here on dirt roads and you need as absolutely much tire as possible. How cool would it look, man, to have a Tesla X with BFG rubber on it? That would look slick, man. That would look slick. Okay, I'm not up to speed on Tesla, man, so I'm not going to pretend I am here, but we're just going to put the lights back on auto. I want to go to suspension because I really wanted to see. There we go. Let's go very high. So we're actively raising the suspension up right now. I want to see when we're very high what this looks like and how that'll actually help us off-road. So charging port was plugged in before, so it wouldn't let me adjust. So that was high. Now let's go very high. And then once we're done, we're going to get out and we're going to take a look at how much more clearance and how much higher that picked the vehicle up off the ground. I think it'll be a pretty cool test for country life. So we raised the suspension to the max height and it definitely picked the car up a good, I'd say an additional, like, looks like 5 or maybe even 6 inches. It's hard to say. This is the very high ride setting, but this is very weird. So this, to me, check this out. This part of the suspension, which is obviously an air suspension here, it's kind of strange, but it sits over the tire, man. I don't know about that. That looks very suspect to me. I'm assuming it's directed connectly to the shaft up here, so there's no way for it to hit the tire, but man, that's strange. And same thing on that side. The downside of that, it doesn't really let you put bigger tires. So like if you're a high-tech redneck like myself and you were going to put some mudders on there, that kind of limits what you can do. I mean, you got to fit with inside that exact diameter, which that kind of sucks, to be honest with you. I don't like that at all. So again, that's the look with the car jacked all the way up. Let's check the ground clearance here. Ground clearance with the car jacked all the way up. It's not bad, man. Totally flat, protected underbody. Not bad at all. Now let's lower it back down and see what it looks like. It actually looks like it's lowering by itself there. I'm not sure. Not sure why I did that. All right, we're back inside. Going back to our car page. Back to suspension. Press the brake. It unlocks. Let's go to low. And it's adjusting right now. I can feel it adjusting, doing its thing. And we'll get out and take a look at this. And we can even go, let's go very low. Very low. So as you can see, this has 5 ride height settings to include a jack setting. My guess is on the jack, it's going to push itself as high as it can possibly go. It also has auto suspension, meaning that it's adjusting by the speed of the vehicle itself. So let's get out and see what it looks like in the very low setting. So now we got kind of a low rider look going on, right? So now it's sitting real low, right above the tires. And this would be very beneficial for highway riding, maximum fuel economy, maximum aerodynamics, the best drag coefficient you can get, lower to the ground, always helps with that. So this setting would be great for that. Now let's say we just got home and we want to charge the car itself. So we're going to come over to this page and we're going to say, I don't know, vehicle maybe? Jeez Louise. I was just here a minute ago, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. It's got to be somewhere here. Hello. Okay. So you just touch a little charge icon right there. It'll come out here. And I already unlocked the charge port. So just right up here, I can close it. Closed. Now I'm going to open that again. And I'm going to say open. That's open the charge port. So this would be you came home. And now we're going to plug it in. And I'm going to show you how that works. So for point of reference, front door right there. Charge port right here. Charger goes in. It's going to lock. It's now got it. And it's actively charged. It's going to flash green. When the car shuts down, it doesn't flash at all. It just stays locked in like that. Now, something to take into consideration. This is a 110 charger, okay? Obviously, this is going to charge way faster on a Tesla power station, power wall, rapid charger setup. However, one strategy to think about is this, right? You come home, plug it into 110. During the course of the night to day, you get a good 20, 25% charge, right? If on the way to work, you're going to pass a free hypercharger or whatever they're calling them now, where you can pop in 10, 15 minutes and pick up another 50%, that's not a bad option. Like, do you really want to buy the heavy duty wall charger, I'm not so sure. There's so many charge stations now all around, and maybe at your work you have a charging station. Maybe you have all that stuff to within close proximity. Save the money, let it trickle charge on 110, and then when you're going in to buy coffee, just jump into a hypercharger somewhere, give it 10 minutes, 20 minutes max while you're doing emails, and you save yourself a tremendous amount of money, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, guys, in closing, my take, Tesla Model X extended range version as a dog transport vehicle. If you're in the city or the suburbs, or even you're out in the country, but you're within like 30, 40 miles to the city, and all you're looking to do is move 1 to 3 dogs at a time, man, it's a hard vehicle to beat. No gas stations, no having to see people, no having to stop, no maintenance on the vehicle, no combustion motor that can fail. These things are relatively simplistic when it comes to that. Now, the downside, it's all electronics. So we all know all that stuff can fail, right? But XL crate will not fit from Rough Tough, but a large will. A large will take all your German Shepherds, Malinois, Rottweiler for the most part, any of your hounds. An XL is more for like the Mastiffs, the Great Danes, things like this. Even a medium can take a lot of Malinois. So if what you're dealing with is a German Shepherd or below, you could fit one of those and then 2 like pit bull sized dogs in the medium. So that's not a bad option. It really is not. So if this fit my needs, would I get it? 100% yes. I think it's super cool, man. I'm a total tech geek. I'm a total tech nerd. I think it's awesome. I think it's cool. It's got the cool look. Even though this is the slow version, it's still really fast. I mean, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds is still really fast. Is it 2.9 seconds? No, but it's still fast. But again, if you live on gravel roads, a lot of potholes, a lot of bump, you want as much rubber on the car as you can. So losing 2 inches of rubber to the 2-inch taller wheel, the odds of you bending a rim or popping a flat is pretty damn high. So I would get as much tire as you can on the vehicle for that use. That's it. Model X, dog transport, 100% recommend it. I think it's pretty cool.